It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis thrilled to be with.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive.
They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Great beginning there under the bright lights of primetime.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in primetime is on you.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Patterson again. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Third down, here's Patterson. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They're sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Sanders. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Off the play fake. Sanders. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Sanders. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Jalen Hyatt, his intended receiver.
But now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Sanders.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
To throw, it's Lance. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Here's Lance.
Flush to his right. The 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man-coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Lance.
Catch made right side by Wilson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Rolling to his right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Trey Lance
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Steelers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was Trey Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Sanders
has this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Operating from the gun, Sanders.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Tracy going to get it on first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And they get the guard, John Runyon. Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
A nice little juke. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result.
They'll go again with Tracy.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Daniel Bellinger
from 10 yards out.
And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because
Right now, he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was finished off with a touchdown by Daniel Bellinger.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block anyone at the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the 2nd level and create some space.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
This is Patterson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. And Lance now to throw.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they were very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
And that is incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, 1st down.
Yeah, and I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
Here's Corliss Waitman now.
As he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job. And Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Back to throw. Sanders. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 7-7, our score after one. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. Fielded just inside the 30. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Lance to throw it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Shotgun now for Lance. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Lance looks to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Well, this might very well have been 4-down territory, but that's not going to matter now. They get a nice throw there on 3rd down, and they're able to keep the drive going.
Lance looking to throw it. A short one there to Freiermuth.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2. A right side run with Patterson.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
A short one there to Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Once more, they turn to Patterson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
The Lance going to throw. Got Patterson on the quick slant here.
He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Boswell's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And the Giants ready to come out now.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. On the give, it's Tracy.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the 1st down on that one?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Sanders.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now Sanders from the gun on 3rd down.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Austin. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
On play action, Lance.
His throw incomplete.
tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game.
Here's Patterson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Again, Patterson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Patterson on the draw play. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Patterson on the draw.
He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sanders. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Alex Highsmith,
his 2nd sack of the night. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Sanders. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Tracy trying the right side. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. Now Austin. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steelers offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Operating from the gun, Lance. Wide open receiver, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 63 yards.
And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's good to make it 17-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Sanders. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Sanders. And that will be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it.
He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Second down and 3. Play action. Now it's Lance. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Patterson running between the tackles. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
On first down, going back to Patterson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
In that first half, we were treated to a stellar performance by quarterback Trey Lance. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Right back to Tracy.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Tackled that time by Joey Porter Jr. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 7. On the ground, here comes Tracy.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
87 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Tracy going to get it on first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Looking to throw. Sanders.
Throw caught by Hyatt on the slant.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Sanders.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw again.
He's got his tight end. That's Bellinger. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Daniel Bellinger.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Giants have cut it back within a score. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Gano now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it was finished off with a touchdown by Daniel Bellinger.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. Down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Lance. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night as his guys are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Boswell for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That is incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Taking it about the 16. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. He completes it to Wilson.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Second down and a yard. To throw, it's Lance.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Lance. That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Again, it's Lance.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it.
Here's Lance.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. That false start knocks him back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal.
Give to Patterson, running to the right.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Cordero Patterson. A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And New York set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Sanders. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Looking to throw. Sanders.
Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
They'll look to throw again.
Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. 47-yard punt, a return of 4.
Now the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here now, 2nd and 4. And Lance now to throw.
And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here's Lance to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Dexter Lawrence, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Third down, here's Patterson.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And New York set to take the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
Second and 11.
Back to throw. Sanders. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Running left is Tracy.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
Gano's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Now a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Second and 7. Back to throw. Lance completes this one to Pickens.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Lance looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
Back to the ground now. Patterson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
They'll run with Patterson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10. A right side run with Patterson.
He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Now Lance on the bootleg.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned.
And Lance going to throw.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Patterson diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And now out come the Giants.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Sanders.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Back to throw again.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got the hook up there to Neighbors.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got this complete to Robinson.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Sanders. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
To throw is Sanders from the gun on 3rd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. So they say he went out of bounds, came back in, then touched the football.
Can't be the first guy to touch it when you come back in bounds. That's why the penalty goes against them. Have to know where you are on the field.
They're going to start to drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
And the tackle there by Micah McFadden.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
This defense tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.